This tutorial is to show you how to access special programs as a teacher and how to see who in your classes have special programs documents. Now remember that we have 5 areas to special programs. We have special education, we have gifted, we have EL, we have RTI, and we have 504. And depending on your district, you may use some or all parts of special programs. When you sign into the teacher portal, you're presented with your classes. One of the ways to see who in your class has any documents associated with them in special programs can be found immediately from the attendance menu. So if I were to go take attendance, as I do on a daily basis inside of PowerTeacher, I would go to my classroom, click on the attendance icon, and if you have students with any special programs documentation or profiles that are active, you'll see icons such as this. So here's an example of Daisy Duck, who has some type of EL documentation there, and Donald Duck has some documentation there as well. You can access these documents immediately from this screen right here by clicking on the document, and you can click View List, View Document in Special Programs, or Open Document in Special Programs. And each of those will pass you straight in to special programs. So for Donald, for example, if I wanted to open or view the document list, I could click on it as a teacher. It opens up, and as you see up here, the student selected is Donald Duck, and I can see any documents for any set of years that have been assigned to Donald Duck. Here I see that there is an IEP. If I needed to look at the IEP, I could click on it and be able to see any part of it. Now notice at the top you have that there's a profile, the cover page of it, and then any other type of documents that go within there. And so in each type of document assigned to students, always check the cover page to see how many other documents might have the information needed for those. These are just mocked up documents with just kind of gibberish in there, but you would be able to see for your individual students. So again, you can access documents immediately from just your attendance screen here. If you want to see more of a holistic view within there, you can log straight into special programs from your teacher side as well. So if I go back to the main page, which I could have done it from this page, but I just want to go back to landing to show you. Some people have the little array box over here. That's the app switcher that you could turn on. If you don't have an app switcher turned on, you might have the single sign-on through the applications flyout window here. So if I click that flyout, I see special programs home. This is another way for teachers to land into special programs. And here you see kind of more of a holistic view of this. Now within special programs, there are messages that can be sent from, say, your case managers, your special education coordinators, EO coordinators, and so forth. So you could have messages inside of here and have communication that you can do as a classroom teacher with those other teachers in your building. You'll have any classes who have special program students in them listed to the right. So as you see, I have my computer integrated manufacturing class, has 3 students associated with it that have some type of special programs profile. So any of those 5 types that I mentioned earlier can have a profile on a student inside of here. If I click into the class, I can see my students. So there's all 3 of my students. If they have case managers, I can see them. I can see the school they're associated with. If I'm a teacher at more schools, I can see, if I click on any of these, I can see a choice of a student profile or the documents. And the documents are going to be all of those forms that your case manager or special education or EL or so forth teachers are going to fill out on your students. And you can access all of them straight from these screens as well. So if you wanted to see the student profile on Mickey Mouse, I could see the profile. Basically, it's the same type of demographics as what you see inside of your PowerTeacher instance. It's what the front office sees, because this actually is feeding in from that front office side into here. If I had any other services on him, I would see here. If I wanted to look at the documents, I could look at all documents that were created for them. Now, some might be asking, why does Mickey have all these documents, but yet he didn't have an icon on him inside of PowerTeacher? That could be for a few reasons. It could be that the documentations have ended, so they're out of date, and so no document applies at the current date and time for him. It could be that there's an integration error. Sometimes that does happen, and we have to let the special education teachers know that. I can swap students from this screen if I wanted to by selecting down, and I would see all of them associated with this class. So as a classroom teacher, you're able to see all of your classes listed within special programs. You're able to see them natively inside of PowerTeacher, and as long as security settings are set up correctly in the district, you're able to get to all of the different documents. So in this case, Mickey had documents associated with an IEP. There were RTI documentation. There were any other, there's some Taylor's Law documentation in here. You'll find all kind of different things on your students. So as a classroom teacher, here's where you get that overarching view of any accommodations, modifications, and things and so forth that you would need to support that student's learning inside of your classroom. Hope this tutorial helps.